Hulk versus Red Hulk. Two big, angry, strong monsters going at it. Just one's green and one's red. The two have fought plenty of times in comics, but who really should be winning each of these fights? Which one's ultimately more powerful? Who's really coming out on top? Well, let's break it down. After being bombarded with a massive dose of gamma radiation while saving a young man's life during experimental bomb testing, Dr. Bruce Banner was transformed into the Incredible Hulk, a green behemoth who is the living personification of rage and pure physical strength. Now, there have been a whole lot of different incarnations of the Hulk over the years. Savage Hulk, Professor Hulk, Starship Hulk, Worldbreaker Hulk, all sorts of different versions. So we're using a composite version of Hulk here for this video. Now let me tell you, if there is one thing that the Hulk is, well, the Hulk is strong. So strong, in fact, there have been several moments where Hulk has been fighting against another dude, and each time he's been shaking the entire world with his punches. The whole world, causing earthquakes around the world. There have been other times where Hulk is generating enough power to hold back a planet-destroying threat, or strong enough to support the weight of a whole star. During his Worldbreaker phase, well, Hulk was so powerful that, first off, none of the Avengers could even get close to him, much less stop him. And second, he was so powerful that he was threatening to level Manhattan and destroy the entire East Coast with each step that he took. Another time when he was on Sakaar, the planet was threatening to break apart, rip right in two. And so Hulk just decided to jump on down there, dive to the center of the planet, and held the planet together. And then another time while Hulk was back in his Worldbreaker phase, he was in a whole different dimension and fighting against Red She-Hulk. They were going at it. So much so, Hulk literally destroyed the planet they were on and some of the surrounding moons just from the shockwave of his attack. So literally, a world breaker. If there's one thing the big guy is known for, it's strength, and he has a ton of it. Same with durability. He can take countless punches from Hercules, can take an absurd amount of attacks from Thor, can battle against Sentry, or sometimes even several of these guys all at once and not go down. Just refuse to quit. And all of these guys are packing planetary level strength too. Probably way more than that if we're being honest. And it's not like Hulk is just limited to just that either. He's taken magical energy that was said to be 100 times stronger than Hercules' strongest punch. He's taken energy attacks that can easily destroy planets, and if anything ever does injure him, well, Hulk can almost immediately heal from it, like just in an instant. It's even so much that a future version of the Hulk, Maestro, implied that he could heal and return to life if he was literally reduced to a fine powder. And as the immortal Hulk, well, Hulk is literally that, immortal. Even if you do manage to kill him, which is dang near impossible, his healing factor is one of the best in comics. Well, Hulk will just come back from death itself. He's literally unkillable. End of the day, this is the Hulk we're talking about here. The Hulk. He's the strongest there is. As a young man, Thaddeus Ross enlisted in the military, received his nickname from his troops because he struck like a thunderbolt when leading them into action. After Bruce Banner was transformed into the Hulk, well, Thunderbolt Ross spent the rest of his life hunting the Hulk in hopes of killing his big green whale, but he never managed to get it down. In a desperate attempt to beat the Hulk, Ross made a deal with MODOK to be transformed into a Hulk himself. As the ruthless and cunning Red Hulk, he attempted to destroy the Hulk and take control of the country, all before seeking redemption as an Avenger and a hero. Being a Hulk, Red Hulk obviously has some insane superhuman strength. He's actually one of the stronger Hulks out there running around in the world. Like when Red Hulk first showed up on the scene in Marvel, well, he fought against Abomination and A-Bomb, and was so strong and so powerful that he broke Abomination's skull, which is casually throwing around punches powerful enough to create magnitude 10 earthquakes and trigger the San Andreas fault line. And that was just the start. He's gone on to knock Hulk out with a punch. He's pounded on Thor and Beta Ray Bill, Unstoppable Colossus, and Sentry. And then in one of his fights with the Hulk, well, they were landing punches so powerful, they were triggering earthquakes all over the world. Could be felt way, way down deep into the earth, up to the helicarrier miles in the air, and all over the planet. He's managed to tear different versions of the Hulk in half, beat Unstoppable Colossus in a fight, knock out gods and demon lords. At his best, well, Red Hulk has even managed to knock out the Watcher with just one punch, or beat up Thor with his own hammer, or beat up the Silver Surfer and steal his surfboard. So yeah, he's incredibly powerful. And again, just by nature of being a Hulk, well, safe to say that Red Hulk is also insanely durable. He's taken all sorts of punches and hits and attacks from Hulk. Some pretty devastating blows too. Not just from Hulk, but from Thor, or from Sentry, or from all different members of the Hulk family. Or even just simply being launched up into the air or punched into the next state. Red Hulk's taken it all and remained standing. The one thing that makes Red Hulk unique is that he doesn't get stronger the angrier he gets. That's not exactly how it works. Red Hulk can get stronger, but he gets stronger by absorbing energy. And he can absorb all different types of energy, gamma radiation, cosmic energy, all sorts of things. And this is what makes Red Hulk stronger and stronger. He's just got to absorb energy. Of course, there's a downside to it. It actually works out to where the madder Red Hulk gets, well, the hotter he burns, to the point where everything around him starts to catch on fire. So it kind of works in his favor, but it also is possible for Red Hulk to burn too hot, actually burning himself in the process. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now these two have fought each other quite a bit. They're rivals, so they're always ready to throw some hands when the moment arises. And there was a time when they were actually pretty even. Like when Red Hulk was first introduced, he was absolutely tearing his way through Marvel, and no one could do anything about it. The Red Hulk single-handedly bludgeoned his way through Thor, Terrax, and Silver Surfer, so Heralds of Galactus, trashed Iron Man, straight up beat the Grand Master and Elder of the Universe, and KO'd the Watcher with one punch. Not to mention that he was able to repeatedly match up with the Hulk in a fight, and actually managed to outmaneuver him and overpower him. But even then, well, at the end of that run, Hulk and Red Hulk fought, and Hulk won. And even though Red Hulk is still seriously powerful, this was him at his best, and he lost. And he's only gotten weaker from there. He's no longer able to tear through characters like Thor or Iron Man, and they're actually able to beat him. Meanwhile, Hulk just continues to get more and more powerful. Because end of the day, this is the Hulk we're talking about here. The Hulk. And not just that, but we're treating it as composite Hulk too. Hulk is able to shatter dimensions with his punches. He's punched straight through time before. He's even shook the whole multiverse and shaken an infinite number of dimensions. When Hulk stops holding back and his rage truly takes over, well, he's something else. Even with just his World War Hulk and World Breaker Hulk forms, well, he's absolutely crazy powerful. In fact, while Hulk was fighting against his ex-wife, the Red She-Hulk, unleashed an attack so powerful that the shockwave from the strike was enough to destroy the planet, kill countless characters, ended up obliterating everything around him, and destroy the dark dimension with the shockwave of the hit. He can match up against the Sentry in this form, a guy who can one-shot Celestials and defeat Molecule Man. And while you can argue that Sentry was holding back this whole time, so was the Hulk. That's where we get him destroying everything with just the shockwave of his strikes, because Hulk finally decided to stop holding back. Hulk is able to stand up to King Thor when he had the entire Odin force on his side. Basically, Thor was a high Outerverse level being, and Hulk was able to match up to him. I'm not even kidding. Even with just an incomplete version of the Odin force, well, he managed to fight against Null, who was basically his only equal at the time. Null, the guy who was able to rip the Sentry in half. And then he also beat Mythos, who was wielding the full power of Yggdrasil, the tree which is everything and has roots and branches in all that is, and encompasses all the timelines throughout the multiverse. And that was when Thor didn't even have a full connection to the Odin Force. Thor's beat Phoenix Force Moon Knight. He has all the same powers as Odin himself. He killed Galactus. He fought against the Black Winter. Thor is comfortably high Outerversal. Hulk was evenly matching against him. Even with a gigantic hole in his body, Hulk was still smashing him. Then he also fought the One Below All, literally the embodiment of all the destruction and hate in the multiverse, and the opposite side of the One Above All, the supreme ruler of the multiverse. Hulk managed to stand up to him, and then the One Below All also technically empowers the Hulk with the Green Door. It's what makes him immortal and unkillable, and it's just absolutely broken. Yeah, Hulk goes crazy when you actually stop and take a look at it. He's comfortably one of the strongest and most powerful heroes of all time. And even for as powerful as Red Hulk is, I don't think Red Hulk has even a chance at winning here. Hulk is taking this one. Hulk wins.